What's going on, guys? I am back with another book review. This time, we're going to do Objets Du Mythe. I don't know how to pronounce that. I think that's correct. It's a French book, another French book, but this one's actually only in French. So let me take you on a tour. Alright, here we go. We got the cover here. Got a lovely photo of Vader right there. Got a little metallic shininess happening. Doesn't really pick up on camera very well. Just kind of looks white, but it is kind of chromy. So this book, like the other book I bought in French that I didn't mean to buy, I didn't know was in English. I'm not gonna be able to read anything on it, but there's a lot of good photos, and there's a lot of photos that I just don't care about. Not that they aren't good; it's just not something that interests me that much. Just gonna quickly go through and show you like kind of the stuff that you find in here. Here's the preface. There's a lot of like concept art, which is really cool. That is actually something I'm very into. I love concept art. I've got some really cool concept art books that I'll review later. Love this Cantina Mos Eisley type stuff. Inside of the Falcon before it was the shape that we all know and love. It's more that kind of predecessor ship, the Obi-Wan. But there are a lot of good... actually, this is cool because this is a concept of the X-Wing pilot helmet. So there's some really interesting photos in here. Some cool Vader photos. There's like a little bit of everything in this book. There's costumes, there's props, there's production artwork, there's concept art, there's toys, there's just all kinds of craziness in here. And then the stuff that I really love, a lot of the handheld props. That's really cool. The binders, very simple. I'm amazed nobody's made this yet. I don't know why. It looks like a V-band clamp, except it doesn't have the V-band insert, but it's got the hinge and the style of a lock on it. There's the headsets that are in the Falcon, and they're used in Alien and other things too. So anyways, this is just kind of the beginning. I'm not going to go through every single page. I want to kind of flip around a little bit here and show you some more. Like they have some posters. There's like this weird art. I don't know exactly what it says. It says it's for Coca-Cola. That's all I can really make out. It's posters for Coca-Cola. Toy stuff. If you're into toys, which is not really a thing that I'm into, there's like, that's pretty weird. A lot of weird, like, stuff, like, and a lot of this is in French, or this looks like Japanese or Chinese. Yeah, Japan. So Japanese. It's not all French. Like, this is in English, but like all the text that's describing it will be in French, of course. A lot of stuff is stuff that I just honestly just don't care about as far as like a reference, because like what would I ever use this for? I mean, it's a cool picture, but I'm just not gonna, and there's a lot of it. So that's kind of a mixed bag with this book, is it's got a lot of stuff in it that isn't good for reference, but it's interesting stuff all the same. So just kind of giving you a little bit of flavor here. And we're going to go back even further here. Got more toys there. There's some more props back here in the back we can go through here. See, actually, I think this is really cool. The second Death Star kind of showing the towers and partially constructed, I think, which is really cool. speeder bike. Got an A-wing. They do have a few ships in here. There's not a ton of ships, but there's a few. I kind of wish there were more, but you know, more Vader, of course. Can't have enough Vader. He's the icon. There's some really nice photos in here. I'd really like to get one of these blasters. I don't have one, and I think part of it is because there's not really that many found parts. Like this piece right here is a part that you can find on circuit boards, and then this is a single point scope. But the rest of it, I think, is just like a custom sculpt. You know, like it's all handmade. So got a biker scout here, and we got Ewok. Oh my god. And their dry lips. Oh man, those lips are so creepy. God, they're so dry. Look at that. All right, going on. There's another Ewok with super dry lips. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh, dry lips. They're so dry. All right, here's an obscure story about the Ewoks and Leia and the rebellion. When Leia crashed her speeder bike and Wicket the Ewok found her, she offered him some lip balm. It wasn't a cracker or food or whatever. It was actually lip balm. He put it on. That sound you hear, that's his lips cracking. He was putting on lip balm and his lips were cracking. So later on, when the Ewoks found Han and Luke and Chewbacca and 3PO and R2, they were like, we're going to capture you. And then C-3PO sits up and they're like, oh my god, look at this guy with his crazy shiny lips. We should worship him. Anyways, the whole story goes down. Ewoks side with the rebellion, and the Empire never offered any lip balm, so they lost. True facts. All right, moving on. We got the bunker bombs here. It's got a couple cool parts on it. It's got the little tube piece from the Vader reveal and the mystery chunk from the lightsaber that hasn't been cut down. It's right there. That's cool. Just a lot of really interesting, obscure stuff, Some shackles, Yoda or Jawa blaster, life casts, helmets. Got some Mon Calamari action going on here. A little Chewbacca. Anyways, I'm not going to show you everything, but it's a cool book. There's some cool stuff, that's for sure. All right, so it's a book I would definitely recommend picking up. It's not terribly expensive, and it is a thick book. And it's a good size. I mean, but there is a lot of just stuff in it that isn't necessarily good for reference if that's what you're after. But I think I paid $50 around there, something like that. Actually, I've ordered this book twice. The first, and since it's a French book, you're going to find most of them coming from France. Shipping from France is very expensive. You're probably going to pay $30 to $40 for shipping. Ouch. That's where the costs for this book kind of start making it go up. I got lucky and I found a copy that was in Ohio or something like that. I can't remember exactly where it was coming from, but shipping wasn't that bad. But the first one I bought was coming from Germany, and shipping from Germany can be really, really cheap. It was only like $3 for the shipping, and I think I paid $40 for the book, but it never showed up. So I had to file a claim on eBay and get a refund and all that. Anyway, not important. If you can, try to find one outside of France to save yourself some money on shipping, because it's going to really make it an expensive book versus a moderately expensive book. I think it's a really good reference. It's got some props I've not seen in other books, at least not as large of photos, and it's got some obscure stuff, which is definitely things that I'm interested in. And I will have a link to this in the description, and that it will be an affiliate link. I'll put one for both eBay and I'll put one for Amazon. I can't remember if I've ever found it on Amazon. I'll look. If there is if I can find it on Amazon, I'll put a link to it, and you guys can click on that. Those will be affiliate links. I will get a tiny amount of money, like literally pennies probably, if you click on that and buy the book. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this. Sorry about the rant about the lip balm and the Ewoks. I'll catch you next time, and get out there and make some stuff, and be safe, guys.